Well, hello and welcome to, I guess, what is season 2 of Home Sweet Homestead. I'm afraid it's been an agonizingly long time since I've posted a video. Entirely my fault. But, okay, I'll wait for you, kiddo. So, towards the tail end of... One more. Okay, sounds good. Anyway, towards the tail end of last year, we got incredibly busy around fall when we were doing harvest time and really kind of getting into the thick of processing all of our food and everything. I just kind of lost the drive to keep up with it and keep recording video or keep cutting videos. I'm constantly recording because we love looking back at all the video, and we love it most when it's a little edited package for YouTube. Because we can look back on it and it's like it helps us remember how we did things so we can keep improving and keep improving. But anyway, I just kind of lost the drive to keep editing and keep it going. But it's springtime again and the drive is back. We are very busy all over the homestead, and I'd love to just kind of catch you up a little bit. I probably can't really truly catch you up with everything that's been going on, but I can at least kind of give you the Reader's Digest version of the updates on everything we've been up to. Yeah, my man. Your head is stuck? Oh, you got it out there. Good job. Well, don't put it back in, goofball. Oh, these guys. What? Why are you putting your head in the chicken fence? So, I'm going to see if I can gather some video and come up with a kind of a reasonably cohesive update for you. I can't really promise much right now because I honestly don't know how well I'm going to be able to go back and look at some footage, but right now we got a ton of stuff going on. Just today, in fact, it just kind of felt like the fire really got turned on. We had a team of electricians show up to start working on our house after our basement flood and demolition and all that kind of stuff. So there was tons of activity there. It just so happens on the same day that happened, our turkeys had hatched. We have 6 turkeys that had hatched, and so Janie ran down and picked those up, and I'll show you those guys and introduce them to you. Crazy cute little birds. And certainly there's a whole lot of other stuff. I don't know if you can see behind me. Oh, no, see, this is going to track my face, but I'll show you a little bit. I'd love to introduce you to our 30 meat chickens, which are here, and I will update you on some heartbreaking news from our laying hens and kind of give you some details there. Well, this is our meat chicken flock. Let me introduce you around to our gals here. We have 30 birds here. And they're already about a month old, so they only have about another month before they will be heading off to that big chicken coop in the sky and be supporting us here on the homestead with delicious, fresh, and organically raised chicken meat. They're very happy out here in the grass. They get at least, well, when it's not raining, we've had a bit of a rainy spell, but they get as much sun and grass as we can give them. So, like I said, they probably only have about another 4 weeks before they'll be ready to be processed. And I think on this batch again, I'm going to take them up to the processor that I found up in Idaho. I live in Utah, and there's a bunch of weird rules around poultry processing facilities here in Utah. For example, they're all FDA approved, and so the chickens that they actually process, or all the poultry, has to come from FDA approved farms. I am obviously not one, but so poultry processors here in Utah can't take backyard chickens to process them for you. They're not even allowed to. So you have kind of 3 options. You do it yourself. You find somebody that you know, that you trust, a friend, and pay them to do it, or you take them somewhere else, like I do. And for me, I found this great family farm up in Blackfoot, Idaho, that I take them up to, and I don't really have a problem doing it myself. I'm just really, really slow. So I found that, it would take me like an hour and a half per bird. And I took him up to this place, and I was just taking too long, and I would have had to take time off work to go and process all our chickens, and it just didn't make sense. So, I actually took a day, a weekend day, and drove them up to this place in Idaho. It's in Blackfoot, and I'll post some links about the place that I go, and they are fantastic. Not only do they process them in this really clean, really well-run facility, just on their family farm up in Blackfoot, but beyond that, they did some extra butchering for me, butchering and packaging. And so when I came home with all of the breasts individually packaged, the legs into packs of 6, thighs, and they were all butchered and individually packed for me, which for my wife was crazy good, just to be able to pull it out of the freezer just like you would get from a grocery store, but the quality is so much better. So anyway, when these guys are ready to process, I will probably do that again, where we drive up to Idaho and have them all processed and come back with coolers full of meat. So let's say, you know what? I should probably give you the bad news, the update on our layers. This is Flappy, and it's also Queen. Oh, hi Sadie. Hi girl. You almost knocked it right out of my hand. Silly. Well, last week, I guess it was last week, I came out to feed the chickens in the morning and found that a few were missing, and at least one was sitting in the coop without a head, which I think for a lot of people, they're just farm animals, and I tried to kind of think of it that way. This happens, a critter got in. I didn't know if it was a raccoon or what it was, but a critter got in and obviously took a couple of chickens away and killed the one and left the carcass there. We did what we thought we needed to do to protect them. We shored up all of the sides. We made sure the door was closed. And a few nights later, Janie got up and came out and found 2 more dispatched. Anyway, over the course of the week, this critter, really picked us, really picked us over and kept coming back. Our flock of 13 is now down to 3. And it just sucks for the boys and for my wife. These were animals that were, obviously they were part of the homestead. They are farm animals, but they were really affectionate and they were givers, and they were just kind of part of our, I don't want to say part of our family, but they were kind of part of our family. They were certainly a fixture that we came out to visit, we talked to, we petted them, and we tried to give them the best life we possibly could, and they had plenty of open pasture and grasses to forage on, and they helped us in the garden with pests last year, and they took plenty of treats from my cherry tomatoes and everything else, but I felt like that was an equal payment for them taking care of so many pests and bugs and things. But anyway, so it's been a huge bummer. So now we have 3 layers. They're doing pretty good as far as laying eggs. They're not quite keeping up with us, but they're doing pretty good. And it just sucked. Anyway, so we did some more investigation. I was ready to, I thought almost for sure it was a raccoon. So we had the dogs out every night, every half hour, just trying to find what critter was getting in there. And then just 2 days ago, I was out in front of the house and I saw some red-tailed hawks just circling our property. Just circling. And they're usually around, but they're a lot further away. There's a hollow across from our house, across the street, that is where they usually go and hunt and stay. But I saw them circling over top of our property, and I believe that it was the red-tailed hawks that got our flock. And so anyway, we're doing what we can. I'm going to be putting some more protection over the coop. We're going to be doing a net canopy kind of over the top. But for now, we have our friendly little decoy up here. Let's see if this camera is going to let me show it to you. There she is. So this is our decoy hawk. And so far, I've noticed that since I put this up, we have not seen any chicken hawks around. So those red-tailed have hightailed it out and made it somewhere else. So I can't be sure that it was the hawks yet, but I couldn't find any tracks. I couldn't find any other signs of like forcing way into the coop from ground level. And then when I was actually looking around all the carcasses and things like that as they were left, I couldn't find any tracks that didn't look like chicken tracks. So I believe it was those hawks, and they are smart little buggers too. And so we started watching some videos, and man, they'll get down on ground level and just walk into a hen house and just wreak havoc. So we're gonna do some more. some more protection for the birds before we add to the flock, but we will be adding. And so I guess that's that subject wrapped up. It sucks. It's a pain in the butt. I know it's a reality for homesteads and farms and everything else. I just know it's just the way it is sometimes. But it doesn't suck any less. You know, those hens have been taking really good care of us for a long time. We've tried our best to take good care of them, and I'm sad about how they met their end. Somebody's yelling. Anyway, all right, so that's the update on the meat chickens. That's the update on the laying hens. Oh, and our turkeys. Our turkeys showed up. Let me bounce to some video of the turkeys arriving.
Look like my other ones, but it'll fade away.
They're the size, the little one is the size of
I'm so excited to see how those look when they're
Oh, hey, little guy. Oh.
silly. Okay, let me hand it over to Elliot.
Whoa.
Can I hand it over to Elliot?
They like pick the heathers and they
There you go.
peck me. Oh. Elliot, that's so adorable.
Let's run down and see how we're doing. Wow, everything is such a mess since we've been displaced. Hi! You're here! What did you bring? Hello, little friends! Oh, they're so teeny tiny.
So teeny.
Look at those cutie patooties.
They're so fluffy.
They are. I love that they're different colors. Okay. What are you doing, kiddo? Holding the cat?
One. Can we say hi to that?
Okay, well, I don't think... Okay, yeah, good idea. You guys are stealing your jammies.
Yeah.
Silly guys. Oh, she's stuck. Let me help out. There we go. All right, no,
Well,
pull her this way, okay? We don't want her to touch the chickies.
Well, one got stuck by Ellie's hand.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, look at these little cuties.
I'm gonna dump this.
No, oh, yeah, you can do that. Whoa! It's like snow. Hello, little cutie patootie. Wow.
Can I get my hand in?
Yeah, come where my hand is. Come where my hand is, and you put it in. Lovey, they're cute.
Aren't they adorable?
I can't.
They're cold.
Yeah, they're cold. So let them sit under that hot lamp, okay?
They've been
Cardboard.
out for about an hour. I bet this one's looking for some water.
Cardboard walleye.
Okay. Set up with food, water, and some warmth.
Daddy.
They should be happy as can be. Yes.
Can I have the Jeep?
Oh yeah. You know what? The battery is not charged and it's way underneath stuff. So let me do that when I get home from work. Okay? I'll get the Jeep out.
Here. She's not food.
You went to walk. You went to walk already.
I did, but only for a minute. I came back to meet you guys and get this new turkey bed ready, and meet up with these guys who are building on the house. You see, they're all working. We're gonna get our basement back finally soon. Well, soonish.
Yes, soon. Who's
That one little gal's just sitting there.
Yeah, she just maybe just needs a little warm up.
Daddy,
Yes, kiddo.
I can just drive up again.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Here, do you want me to get the stuff off the top of it?
Yeah.
Okay, we got to get this. Oh, there's a rug on it. Okay. Oops. Okay, let me get it. Let me get it out there. I don't think it's charged, but let me get the crap off it.
Hey, Daddy.
Yeah.
this thing used to be Gavin's bike, and this thing used to be Gavin's bike too.
You are right.
Both of those things used to be Gavin's bikes.
They are, and whose are they now?
Mine.
Are they?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that little one's probably perfect for you, but we got to learn how to ride the pedal one, huh? Your green one doesn't have pedals like that.
No, I can only ride the green one.
You do really good at it, though. Crud everywhere.
Yeah.
Just dropping. There's a ceiling fan. You're scared? What are you scared of?
These bikes.
Yeah, those are. I need to pump the tires up and everything.
They don't have training
Elliot,
wheels.
hang on. Come and hop in the driver's seat.
They don't have training wheels.
No,
Daddy.
this one doesn't have training wheels, does it?
Oh, look at these ones.
This one's for some chickens that are also
What
coming.
is this place?
What is this place? What is this place?
Oh my gosh. There's a spider web in there.
Don't bump their house,
There's a
please.
spider web in there.
In the Jeep? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Can you squeeze it out?
Yeah, I probably can. Where is it?
Right there.
Where?
Right there.
Where? Right there? Did I get it?
Yeah, it's.
Oh, the battery's dead though. Sorry, man. I'll charge the battery up when I get home from work, okay?
I'm gonna let Gracie out.
Okay. Well, that's probably the update for today. There's certainly a lot more going on, but that's the gist of the Homestead stuff. We got a lot of work. We got a lot of crazy, weird things going on, but you know, it's a fun ride we've had the last couple of years as we've moved into this homestead and just kind of gotten to know everything and learned a lot through kind of baptism by fire. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and hopefully we'll be sending more out so you can watch more if you like it. More to come soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Whoa! That's crazy fast. Are you okay?